Hello there, welcome to the bench again, Hugh here. In this tutorial I'll change things up a little bit. I'm going to tie another bass smallmouth fly for you that I use. It's just simply called the bass bugger. It's just like your regular woolly buller except for the cone head, and you I threw in some silly legs and a little bit of flash. So I figured I'd give this one a whirl for you today, so we'll get him out, a hook in, and I'll get started here. The hook I'm using is a bass fly stinger hook, size 1, and I've already got the cone on the hook here. It's a medium sized gold cone head, and we'll get him locked in the vise here. Okay, now next step is I'm going to weight this guy with some .20 wire. I'm going to put 12 to 15 wraps on here, so wrap that up first here. Put that on where we want it. Okay, now just wiggle that off, snap that off, there we go. Yeah, but before I push that up into the cone, I'm going to take a tiny drop of super glue, put a little right on the shank here between the bead and the lid, or the cone head and the lid. Then I'm going to push that up in now. There we go. Okay, and for thread I'm using Denville flat wax nylon and a 210 denier heavier thread. I'm going to start that, and it's white. I'm going to start that right behind the lid, wrap over top, come back, snip off that tag end. Now we're going to wrap back to the bend of the hook where the bend starts here, or just above the barb pretty much. Then wrap ahead a little bit. Okay, for a tail, it's just a puff of marabou here, a little short marabou tail. I got a piece ready here to tie in. Okay, so I'm just going to wet that. Much easier to work with. Okay, I want to measure that up about the length of my hook, or maybe a little bit better. Bring it back and tie it in where I want that to go. Come down, snug pinch loop. We're going to wrap back on it till we get above our barb here. Just like so. Snug down, and I'm going to take one wrap underneath that tail, bring it up around, pull tight, and then I'm going to wrap this excess up to where it meets the lid before I snip it off here. Okay, then I'm going to come in, snip that off, snug that all down good with snug wraps. There we go. So there's our tail. And next I'm going to tie in a little bit of flash. I have 3 strands of silver crystal flash here. And I'm just going to put 3 on each side of this guy. So we'll take 3 and wrap on the side here, on my side first. Come back like so here. Wrap those on the side. And I'm just going to fold those over, come back around, wrap those on your side, just like so. Then wrap those down good. I'm going to come in, snip them off the length. There we go. Now there's our flash. Okay, 3 on each side. Okay, next I'm going to tie in a piece of silver wire, which I'm going to use later for a rib and wrapping the hackle down. I'll take a piece of medium silver wire, tie that on my side, back to in front of the tail here, start it right behind the lid, wrap that on good. There we go. Bind that down really good, put that in the material clip. Okay, next is the chenille. I have a piece of medium white chenille here. We're going to tie that in. Start right behind your lid and go right on top of the hook here. Wrap back to in front of your tail. Okay, there we go. Just bind that down really good with several snug wraps. Then come back. Okay. Now I'm going to attach one set of silly legs on here. I have some pearl and silver and a little bit of black on them, these silly legs. I'm going to put one set here. Put them right on top of the shank. Just like so. Actually, I'm going to come ahead a little. There we go. And I'm going to come up around, do a crisscross wrap, keep them right on top of the shank. Just like so. Another one. Okay, then we're going to move ahead. Okay, next, what I'm going to do is tie in my next set of legs. Same thing again, right on top. And just do a little figure 8 wrap so it stays on top of the shank for you. Just like so, there we go. So there's my legs and wrap 2 behind the cone. Okay. Okay, I'm going to cut those a little bit shorter for now, just to make them a little easier to work around when I wrap the body. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now before I wrap, I'm going to do a little half hitch knot here. Behind that cone, snug it down, bring my bobbin cradle, get that bobbin out of my way for now. Before I wrap the body, I'm going to go along with a little bead of head cement along the shank here, just like so. There we go. Okay, now we'll begin to wrap our body. So I'll take that first wrap right in front of my tail here, give it a nice snug pull, and just keep wrapping forward till you come to your first set of legs here. Just a little, takes a little patience just to maneuver around these legs, that's all. Just keep moving them out of your way as you need to. And I'm going to jump in front of the first set of legs here, just like so. Okay. And get this guy back around here, where he's supposed to be. There we go. And just keep wrapping forward. Close, tight wraps. One more wrap behind these guys. And I'm going to hold them back, make one wrap snug in front of them. And one more wrap. Okay, I'm going to move that bobbin cradle out the way. I'm going to tie off my chenille here. Bring my thread up. Going to come underneath, over the top, underneath it a couple times, then we're going to wrap back. Snug it down good and tight. Come in and snip off our excess. There we go. Now let's throw in a half hitch once again here. Okay. So there's what we have so far. Next, what I'm going to do is just tidy that up, tie it down, make sure it's bind in there good. Okay, next step, I'm going to grab a white saddle hackle here. And strip the lower fibers off, just like so here. Got one nice long white saddle hackle, and we're going to attach that right behind the cone here, just like so, on the curved side facing back. We're going to wrap that back on that stem to lock it in place. Going to reach in, snip off the excess stem there. Okay, there we go. Throw in another half hitch here. Okay, now we begin to wrap our hackle. So I want to make 2 wraps first behind the bead, or behind the cone heads rather. And I'm going to start working back through. Just wrap it as you would any normal woolly bugger. Just maneuver between the legs here. Just like so. There we go. Now I'm getting close to the back. I'm going to grab my hackle pliers. Whoops, excuse me. Grab a hold of that hackle. Keep wrapping back and get my wire head setting at the back. We're going to come up. And I'm going to take that wire and go over top of that hackle tip once at the back. Then one more turn right over top of that one. Just like so. release the pliers. And I'll start working it towards the front. Just wiggle it back and forth so you don't trap down any hackle fibers, as many as you can not trap down anyway, and then just work towards the front here. Just wiggle that wire back and forth, just like so. Okay, there we go. Couple more wraps, and that should be fine. Now we're going to tie that wire off. Couple wraps behind. Snug that down good. Then we're going to pull everything back here. Make several wraps to form a little collar of thread. Okay. Now I'm going to just helicopter that wire off. There we go. There we are. That looks good. Okay, so next step, I'm going to come back in here and grab that hackle tip I tied off at the back and snip him out of there. There we go. So there we go. There's another bass bugger. Now what I'm going to do is just trim these legs a little bit shorter so they don't foul around the hook. There we go. That looks good. Okay, done deal. So I'm going to make a half hitch here behind the cone. Bring my whip finish in. Do a couple whip finishes behind here. There's one. Throw in another one for good measure. Okay. There we go. Snug that down good and tight. Come in, snip her off. And there we have it. There's another conehead bass bugger. So, hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And if you do any fly fishing for smallmouth, give this guy a try if you can, and try him next time you're out this season coming. The old smallmouth will hammer this one, I guarantee it. Okay, so all I'm going to do is put a little coat of Hitsman on those thread wraps, and behind there, let it soak in. That worked that all around the cone there. Okay, there we go. So, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And if you did and you'd like to see more flies, just press that subscribe button and also the bell icon so you can get notified when I put new videos up. And throw in a like too if you wish. And I really appreciate it when you throw in the likes, and if you have any comments, I look forward to them. Or any suggestions for patterns you'd like to see as well, just throw them in the comments. So for now, I'm going to sign out. This is Hugh. I want to thank you very much for watching. And until next time, happy tying. So long for now, folks.